Hey everybody, we are currently traveling across the entire United States in our RV. In this video we go to Biscayne National Park.
This park is located a little bit south of Miami. The majority of the park is water, so we figured the best way to explore it was to get paddleboard tour in the mangrove area, and that's what we did, and it was a lot of fun. We saw some parrotfish, a nurse shark, some sponges and jellyfish, and the water was super clear. It was really pretty.
It was really fun being on the paddleboards and just trying to go through all the mangroves and just trying to barely fit through. Like sometimes you had to duck on your board to get through the areas and just move yourself by holding onto the branches. But it was a beautiful day while we were there.
Yeah, we went pretty far out from the mainland. It was like a 25-minute boat ride, and then we spent about 2 to 3 hours out there.
And at the end I got really hot and I jumped in the water and got some footage.
Even though I don't think he was supposed to.
And then coming back into the bay, we actually saw a whole bunch of iguanas sitting up in the trees. They just look so crazy sitting up there. The next place we're going to be going is the Florida Keys to Islamorada to get scuba diving certified.
The scuba certification consists of 3 days work. The first day is all day in the pool, going over the basics. And then the second day is a half-day trip to the ocean, where you do 2 dives, and then the third day is sort of the same. It's 2 dives in the ocean.
Day 2 of scuba training. How was it?
It was better than yesterday. I was able to take my mask off and put it back on and clear it. And then I was also able to swim without my mask for a certain distance and then put it back on and clear it. But I messed up at the end doing that again at the end of like our session, and now we're going into the ocean. So hopefully I can do it in the ocean because that's a lot scarier, but there's little signs of improvement, so that's good. And Aaron did awesome.
Here we are, right next to the interstate in the Keys.
Yep.
About to go in the ocean.
Yep.
Think you're gonna win? There's the ocean.
Alright, Lindsay, you gonna do this? Yep. Going out for the final. Rick?
We did it.
Yep.
We are officially scuba certified for up to 60 feet.
Yep. Yeah. I can't believe we did it.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. Lindsay had a really rough time.
Yeah.
Really, really rough time.
Pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, out of the whole class, it was just 4 of us, but out of the whole class, Lindsay had the roughest time.
Yeah.
She threw up twice today and once yesterday in her regulator underwater.
Yeah.
And then you've sucked in a lot of water, you breathed in a lot of water, probably more than anybody else.
Yeah. Yesterday, I really did want to give up. I was like this close. I was like, it's fine if I don't finish this. But then Aaron kept encouraging me, and then our instructor, he encouraged me, and then even our 2 buddies in the group, Craig and Beth, they were very encouraging too. So, end of the story, I did it, Aaron did it, and yeah.
It was awesome. It's so unreal being underwater and just seeing everything. It's so unreal. But we saw probably some 9-foot nurse sharks, some bigger nurse, same size as, bigger than me, obviously, nurse sharks. I saw a yellow stingray under there. I didn't tell you.
I didn't see
I saw a stingray. I was pointing at it and it was sitting still, and you were looking at it. But then you're and then we saw 2 more eels. I saw more eel today, and then one yesterday too. They're so big. Oh my gosh, they're this big around. They're so big and they're so long. I mean, I didn't get to see the whole thing, but it was huge. And we saw, go ahead.
And we saw, I don't know if it was the same sea turtle. I think it was just one. But yeah, we saw a big, huge sea turtle.
We saw 2 sea turtles, yeah.
It was really cool.
2 sea turtles. One was sitting on the bottom, just hanging out, and one was floating
going
around
up.
at the top.
Yeah.
And then we also saw a conch. This is a conch or conch. It's a conch, and it was moving around on the bottom. It was its tongue was coming out and moving. It was a snail, a sea snail type thing.
Yeah.
Huge thing. It's so weird to see them moving.
Yeah, and then we also saw a puffer fish, so that was cool.
And
big, huge schools of fish. Probably my favorite part of today was there was just those silverfish.
Yeah.
And there was a whole
getting
school
in the
of
middle
them.
of them. They didn't hardly move.
Well, and then I was just going forward, and then I looked back to find where you were, and then it was just all those fish looking at me, and you could see all their little eyes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And we saw barracuda yesterday.
Yeah, big school of barracuda above us.
Yeah.
But then we also saw a little puffer fish, but then we also saw a spiny, what do you call that? The big spike? He held up a sign with the name on it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, it was a giant puffer fish. It was probably the size of your head.
Oh, really?
And you could see the spikes that were deflated. And it would have been the big puffer fish that'd be it'd probably be this big or so. I don't know how big they get.
I didn't see that.
It was big puffer fish, huge. But unreal. I'm so glad you made it through. I'm so proud of you for making it through.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Aww.
You did a good job. Persevering.
Yeah. Probably the hardest, mentally tough thing that I've done. Yep. It was all a big mind game, controlling yourself, controlling your breathing. Because you have to be really aware down there of a lot of different stuff. Yeah. And yeah.
Yep, well, we're really tired, and I'm just really hungry, so
yeah,
we're gonna go eat.
All right.